Raise money for a volunteer trip overseas. Volunteer work is still one of the best ways to reach out to people, especially those who are in very depressed and impoverished areas such as Africa and Asia. There are plenty of volunteer programs today for various causes, ranging from violence against women, AIDS awareness, poverty, housing, children's rights, human rights, and many more. If you are doing some volunteer work, you will need some money for the trip. Here's how you can raise the funds for the trip. Letter writing campaign. One of the backbones for your fundraising project is to launch a letter writing campaign. Here, you will basically write letters that you will address to family, friends, and even businesses and city officials asking for some financial donation and other forms of help that will make your trip possible. This is the easiest way to communicate with a wide number of people without having to visit them one by one. You will need to create a letter that states the purpose of the trip, the various types of help and donations that you need, and the impact that the donor's donations can give. Insurance company. Next, you should also get as much help as possible from your insurance agency. You will have to get vaccinations and medicine for your trip. Sometimes, these are actually covered by the insurance company. You need to ask your insurance company about this, because savings from shots and vaccinations can actually reach several $100s. Some shots can actually cost you up to $500. And these shots may be necessary depending on the place where you will be doing your volunteer work. Rotaries and civic groups. Next, you should consider visiting local Rotary clubs and civic groups and organizations. These civic groups usually aim to help the community and improve society's welfare in general. Because their aims are pretty much the same as the aims of most volunteer workers, you can easily solicit some money from these organizations. Keep in mind, however, that these organizations usually follow tight protocols on releasing money. You need to know the exact procedures for getting solicitations. You usually need to fill up application forms before the money is released. Fundraising activities. Finally, you should also consider launching fundraising projects such as bake sales and even car washes. You should recruit your family and your friends to help you with the fundraising activities. You can organize the activity, while they can be part of the team that does the actual baking or the actual car washing. The important thing is that they will be able to remove some of the burden from you and you will be able to generate some money. Make sure that you indicate that the purpose of the fundraising activity is your volunteer trip. This will usually soften people up and make them more eager to participate in the activity. With these steps in mind, you should be able to easily generate some funds to help you with your overseas trip for your volunteer work.